Hey, welcome back to the Junius Maltby channel. Interesting video here, change of pace. Pot right here, full of pre-82 pennies. All we know is that every penny in this jar, about 10 pounds worth or more, 15 pounds worth of copper, I'm guessing, pretty heavy, is a pre-82, pre-sorted. There's a couple of rolls in there as well. And I've never done this before, but I'm gonna go through pennies. You guys can help me out, because I don't know very much about them. As far as, I've never been like a penny hound, one of those people that knows all of the key dates and values and different conditions and rarities. So let's just get right to it. I'm gonna dump this giant pot out and we'll open some rolls and you can help me look for them. First thing we'll do, let's go through a couple of these rolls. This is an old roll here. This should have mostly wheat pennies in it. So let's look for some good wheat pennies here. Again, I don't know a whole lot about what we should be looking for here. I know things like 1969S double stamp, as far as it's a pretty rare penny. Let's see what we got here. Got a 1950. Got a 1930S. It's a 1925. It's a pretty old penny. Can you get a 1925, 1936, 57D, 1940, 50. We got a 28 in there. He's pretty. That's an old penny. And then we've got 1940. Here's a 1939, and there's a 36, 46. This is a 1920, 1920S. I'll put all the 20s in one spot. There's a 25, a 20S. Put them over here, 28. So 36, 48, 29. And there's the 29S. You see that? That's a 39. There's a 29. Put that over there. That's a pretty good shape. 57. Look at the color on that. Not bad. Some weird junk on the back, something sticky. There's a 76 that looks pretty shiny. There's a lot of pennies here to go through. Let's see, what is it? 1941, 30, 41, 44, 46, 78. There's a 45S. That's a nice shape 29. Look at this guy. 29. Let's see. Get yourself focus on there. 29. 1930, 36, 46, 39, 50. Look at this 75 here. That was crazy. Really good shape. Actually, I think you guys a better view of that one. It's a really nice, clean 1975. Interesting there. So let's break into the rest of these. This is at 45. We'll get that other tube out. See what's in this tube. So putting all the 1920s over here. We'll try to keep track of those. Alright, so we've got a bunch of old pennies in here. A lot of 50s, 40s, 49, 64, 55. You wonder where all these pennies have been. 52. Boy, oh, look at the condition of that guy. 52, but it's just crisp in the back. Can you see that? This one right here. Pretty good shaped penny. Put that off to the side. Can't really tell what that. Ooh, 1918. It's a 1918 right there. 1918. Pretty slick, but I'll put it over in the old pile. 45, 42, 48, 47, 53, 41, 41. Look at the condition of this 1961. Look at this thing. Just pretty interesting here. That's like one of the best conditioned pennies in the whole pile, and it's from 1961. See if there's any more of those brilliant guys floating around. Tell you what, I'll go through this whole pile and I'll try to find some really clean pennies, and I'll sort them out. I'll put the best ones in the pile and get back to you, and we'll make an addendum. We'll put it on the back of this video here. Well, I sorted through the pennies, and this is about as nice as a group as I can get out of the jar. This is all the nicer ones. Let's try to take a closer look at them. Well, this is the end of it. Went through the entire jar here, and these are about the most brilliant coins that I could pull out of it. There wasn't really a whole lot of choice in there. I mean, there were some nice 1970s, late 70s, a couple of late 1960s coins. A lot of like 1980, 81, 63. That's a pretty cool coin right there at 68. But that's about it. There wasn't a whole lot more to pick from. I did find a couple more wheat pennies in there, like 1950s. They were pretty worn out. I just put them in the jar with the, look at this guy though. 1859. It's not a bad coin. For a 1959, he's pretty decent compared to some of the other stuff in there. Anyway, not bad for just, you know, a little Saturday morning entertainment. I kind of got the inspiration to do this after last night discussing with some friends on the live broadcast. We were talking about pennies and getting coppers, drop testing them. I did, you know, there's some 82s in here that are brilliant, and they are, you know, I drop tested them. They are definitely copper. However, I did locate a couple of imposters. Here's an 82. It's not copper, and that one as well is not copper. However, here we have an 82 that is indeed a copper. So that's a beautiful, you know, real 82 right there, if we can get it to focus. Yeah, there you go. Pretty decent coin. Good shape. But there you go. Nice little penny video for you. As boring as it gets. Copper pennies. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.